Thanks again, everyone, for joining me. I am Dustin Ganay, and this is Open Minds, Open Hearts. And you have come to session 12, Remembering to Give Thanks, special Thanksgiving edition. And just really thrilled that you could join me here. It is a special time of year during this holiday. Especially for me, it's a time in which I connect with my family and see my folks and usually go back home. And it's particularly challenging this year, 2020, with the pandemic happening, and we have to be much more safe and cognizant of others, and there's more risk involved connecting with family at this time, and we have to be more aware of that. So some of us may be connected with family, some of us not. But ultimately, this is about giving thanks regardless of the situation, and finding gratitude really in every moment. So looking forward to dive into that with you in a second. But first, if you missed last session, session 11, we did some great work around kind of some of the tensions and anxiety around the election. So we did a rain meditation, and you can find that on my YouTube channel if you just search OMOH, M-O-O-H. And all these sessions are free sessions. I would love for you to join and bring your friends along. If you would like to donate, that's always appreciated as well. I put my PayPal and Venmo links in my emails, as well as my YouTube pages as well. So yeah, if you're not on the email list and you'd like to, please hit me up. You can email me at dustin@openmindsopenhearts.org. Would love to connect. Would love if you have a friend or family member that you think could use some meditation. Send them this way, because I think we could all use more meditation and mindfulness. So with that, I wanted to share a few thoughts around gratitude with you guys. So go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, great. Yeah, so remembering to give thanks, so Thanksgiving, a time to remember to give thanks. That's really, this time of year is one of those few times in which our society as a whole kind of takes a minute to reflect on gratitude. But I would say that the gratitude practice is really such a powerful thing that if you can do it daily, that's really the ideal. I've been personally trying to work on my gratitude practice, particularly at night, going to bed. I like to reflect on some of the things that I'm grateful for in my life, and that really just kind of helps ease me to sleep. The other thing I've been trying too is with my daughter. She's 4, and right before she goes to bed, as we're walking up the stairs, I ask her what she's grateful for. And usually her response is, I'm grateful to love mama, dada, and baby sister, which is so sweet and melts my heart every time. But it's such a beautiful practice that we've started together, and she has kind of come to expect it. And maybe in a way she's kind of rehearsed her answer a little bit too. But I think it's that consistency of, just like meditation, having a gratitude practice, coming back to it on a regular basis, on a daily basis. There's a lot of things that can get in the way, and maybe we feel like we don't have time. But just a simple, the gratitude practice with my daughter, it literally, as we're walking up the stairs, I ask her the question, and by the time we get to the top of the stairs, she's giving me the answer, and I give her a hug, and I tell her I love her too. And So just within 30 seconds, we've shared probably one of the most profound moments of our day. And so yeah, if you can bring that gratitude practice to your own life or share it with a friend or family member, I think it even enriches that gratitude practice. And so I'm hoping as we come to the Thanksgiving holiday, whether you're going to see family or maybe you're not, maybe you're going to be quarantined, maybe you're going to see them virtually. However you go about it, I hope and wish you time to reflect on what you're thankful for, and beyond the turkey and the gravy, really kind of take some time to reflect on what you're grateful for, despite the challenges of this year, 2020. So we're gonna set an intention, read some inspired writings, and then we'll do a little conversation around gratitude, the science of gratitude, how that relates to loving kindness meditation, because I have a nice guided meditation for you guys, which is a loving kindness meditation with gratitude. So we're kind of it's going to be a feel good experience, I hope, and then at the end we'll do some communication with our community. So let's go ahead and set an intention. And for those that are maybe new to setting intentions, this is based on principles and values as opposed to goals or outcomes. This is an intention is really, it's a way of being, connecting head and heart. So maybe some intentions for you today could be to reflect on what I'm thankful for in my life. My intention is to see the cup of my life as half full rather than half empty. My intention is to find gratitude in difficult situations and people. So go ahead and take a minute to reflect on what you're grateful for today, in today's session, in your life. Where are you thankful in your life? And what is your intention around your gratitude practice? And usually what comes to mind first is the best path. So let's go with that. So let's read a few inspired writings. Oprah Winfrey, she says, in case you haven't checked out her Super Soul Conversations podcast, it's pretty phenomenal, very wise, beyond behind her talk show persona, but she says, be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. So yeah, I love this idea that, when we're thankful and we're not attached to getting more or acquiring things, our heart is full of gratitude. And when you concentrate on the lack, right, it's kind of like the glass is half full, half empty, right? Like when we concentrate on the half full part, the glass keeps filling up. And when we concentrate on the half empty, the glass kind of keeps going down, right? Like, so, and it's kind of like where you put your attention is where your energy and the aspects of your life go, right? So I just love that. And then Ralph Marston says, make it a habit to tell people thank you, to express your appreciation sincerely and without the expectation of anything in return. Truly appreciate those around you, and you'll soon find many others around you. Truly appreciate life, and you'll find that you have more of it. Appreciate life, and you'll have more of it. I mean, again, that's so well put. It is that half full part of the glass. When you keep kind of focused on that, you get more fulfillment out of life. And then if I want to get really Zen and Buddhist with you, the half empty part of the glass is perhaps even more valuable than the half full part, right? Like the emptiness in the space is sometimes, as we deepen our meditation practice, like that's actually the sweet spot, so maybe the half empty part of the glass isn't so bad after all, right? And then Eckhart Tolle, another great modern teacher, The Power of Now, really great book. He says, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. Yeah. So, yeah, gratitude, the practice is so simple. It's almost deceiving. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful to have food in my belly. I mean, I think here in America, we can often take those things for granted. If we come from like a middle class kind of family, a lot of folks don't have those things. A lot of folks don't have a roof over their head or food in their bellies. So, and especially as we come to this Thanksgiving time of year, where we kind of expect to maybe eat a little bit more than we were supposed to, and kind of relax and be merry. It's an important time to reflect on all those little things that are really the biggest things in our lives. So a little bit more on gratitude. I kind of touched on a previous session back in, I want to say it was June or July, on gratitude. So for those that were there, some of this might be familiar, but yeah, some health benefits around gratitude. We got some good science these days to actually start to measure the effect of gratitude on your health. Social health helps you make friends. One study found thanking a new acquaintance makes them more likely to seek a more lasting relationship with you, right? And I think we can all resonate with friendly people are just easier to be friends with, right? When somebody's very gracious and grateful, you want them around more. It kind of makes sense. Improving your physical health. Those that exhibit gratitude report fewer aches and pains, general feeling of health, more regular exercise, and more frequent checkups with their doctor than those who don't. So there's kind of this level of care and compassion when you're regularly practicing gratitude that you start to kind of cultivate for yourself. You start to become more aware of the aches and pains and the need to exercise, the need to eat better, and that kind of thing. So and that relates to the psychological health too, right? Grateful people enjoy higher well-being and happiness and suffer from reduced symptoms of depression. So yeah, it can literally help lower anxiety, lower stress, lower that cortisol hormone being released through the body, and enhancing empathy and reducing aggression is also a part of that. So grateful people are less likely to seek revenge against others and more likely to live with sensitivity and empathy for others. So just all around kind of a holistic health practice when we reflect on gratitude. So I want to just share a quick little video on the science of gratitude. I thought this was kind of clever, so I hope you enjoy this little video here.
Back in ancient Rome, the philosopher Cicero described gratitude as the mother of all virtues. This concept of being thankful has been stressed in religion and philosophy for a long time. Back in 1820, Scottish philosopher Thomas Browne defined gratitude as that delightful emotion of love to him who has conferred a kindness on us. But scientifically, gratitude doesn't qualify as a basic emotion like joy, sadness, or anger. There's no universal facial expression for it. As an emotion, gratitude is a little hard to define. Today, the Oxford Dictionary defines gratitude as the quality or condition of being thankful, the appreciation of an inclination to return kindness. And we've only really started to study gratitude scientifically in the past 30 years. In a 2015 study, participants were asked to imagine how they would feel if a complete stranger saved their life. I mean, how would you feel? The participants had to rate how grateful they were to strangers who provided them with gifts of food or clothing, or while they had their brains scanned in an fMRI machine. Researchers found their ratings of gratitude positively correlated with activity in brain areas associated with fairness and value judgments. It makes sense because gratitude is often thought of as a moral emotion. There are even benefits in just noting how grateful you are. Another study asked people to write down 3 things that went well that day and why for 1 week. At the end of the week, people were slightly happier than at the beginning, and over time, their happiness scores kept improving. After 1 month, they were 5% happier, and after 6 months, 9% happier, just from 1 week of writing a journal. A similar study with participants with heart disease found that keeping a gratitude journal increased their heart health and quality of sleep, perhaps because it reduces stress. Counting your blessings quite literally makes people happier and healthier. And some people are even hardwired to be more thankful. In a recent study of 77 couples, those with a particular genetic variation that affects the secretion of oxytocin expressed more gratitude towards their partners. Oxytocin is thought to play a big role in promoting close social bonds, so gratitude is part of the glue that keeps these relationships together. So if you think it's the thought that counts, think again. Science says there's some pretty amazing benefits to our mind, body, and relationships when we say those 2 small words. Thank you.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of clever and interesting to learn about all the health benefits of gratitude journal and showing thankfulness in a relationship. That's definitely very important to a healthy parent relationship or spouse relationship. Okay. All right. Let me get to this slide. Okay. Let me just fix that real quick. Okay. There we go. So a little background on loving kindness meditation, because today I want to do a loving kindness meditation with you with some gratitude sprinkled in. For those that are kind of new to loving kindness meditation, it is an ancient technique. It was actually founded by the Buddha. But now we also have some science to show the health benefits of loving kindness meditation. So some of those are increasing in positive emotions, quieting of negative emotions, strengthening capacity for empathy. So you're probably seeing some correlations with the gratitude practice, right? Reducing pain and tension from migraines, reducing symptoms of depression, actually slowing the aging process, and increasing the release of oxytocin, the love hormone. So a lot of parallels with practicing loving kindness for ourselves and others, practicing gratitude. So that's why today I wanted to lead you in a loving kindness with gratitude meditation. So part of loving kindness meditation is we use what's called a metta prayer. It's essentially a mantra, a few verses that we repeat throughout the meditation. And we can repeat them out loud or in our heads. But yeah, so metta means loving kindness in Pali. So a metta prayer that I often use is, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I live with peace and ease, may my heart be filled with loving kindness. And so that's kind of the metta prayer that we do for ourselves, for a loved one, for a neutral person, for a difficult person, and for all living beings. So it's a really powerful practice, and it's it's just a really beautiful practice to allow the heart to expand. Especially given this time of year and Thanksgiving, and combined with all the stresses and anxieties in the world, I think we could all use some more loving kindness and gratitude. So with that, let's go ahead and get into our meditation. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. So today, we're going to do a loving kindness meditation with gratitude. And this is a really powerful technique to not only cultivate more compassion and kindness for ourselves and others, but to also add that reflection of gratitude as we fill our hearts with loving kindness. And so, part of that gratitude practice is reflecting on what is going well in our lives. And even if things aren't going well, can we even find gratitude in maybe those more difficult moments as well? So it's really this practice of gratitude is rooting us in the present moment. We're not worried about the past or future. We're really just checking in with where we find gratitude in this moment. And the fact that we're here, breathing, alive, I would say is a pretty great thing to be grateful for. So let's go ahead and get started with a few deep breaths. So let's do a deep breath in through the nose, filling up the diaphragm, and release. Release through the mouth. Let the air come out nice and easy. And deep breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, and release. Releasing through the mouth, nice and easy. And deep breath in, filling up the diaphragm, and release. And as we do our meditation practice today, you can always come back to the breath if your mind starts to wander, if you lose focus or feel uncomfortable. You can always come back to your breath to reset and begin again. So as we think about our gratitude and loving kindness, let's go ahead and get started right here in our own bodies. Is there a part of your body that you're grateful for? Perhaps it's your legs that allow you to walk and run, your arms that allow you to embrace a loved one, whatever part of your body that you'd like to express gratitude for, bring that part of yourself into your awareness and just give thanks to that part of yourself. Thanking it for your service, sharing loving kindness for this part of yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be old and worn down, and it's okay. We can find gratitude and loving kindness for the most imperfect of things, including our body. Just sending loving kindness from our hearts through our breath. We breathe in loving kindness and we breathe out gratitude. And as we explore our bodies, let us now bring our awareness to the faculties of the mind, of our hearts, and just reflect upon an attribute or a virtue that you have been practicing, that you're grateful for, a quality that you possess that you'd like to give thanks for. And what is it about this quality or characteristic that gives you gratitude? Perhaps you're still working and developing on this attribute. It's a work in progress, but you're grateful for the progress that you've made. Whatever that virtue or attribute or emotional quality, mental quality, whatever fills you up with gratitude, let's send loving kindness to that part of ourselves. As we breathe in loving kindness and breathe out gratitude. And we recite a metta prayer, which is a blessing for ourselves. And you can repeat after me out loud or in your head. But our metta prayer for gratitude goes, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May my heart be filled with loving kindness. I am grateful for my life. And now let us bring a person that we really love into our awareness. This could be a friend, family member, spouse, child, somebody that we're very close to, somebody that we love very much. And with all great loves, it's never perfect. There's always ups and downs. But right now, we want to reflect on what we're grateful for about this person. Maybe there's some loving kindness that they showed us. And so we want to transmit some of that loving kindness back to them. Breathing in loving kindness and breathing out gratitude. Grateful to have them in our lives. Grateful for the lessons that they've taught us. Grateful for the connections, the love, the trust that we've grown together. As we recite our verse, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may your heart be filled with loving kindness. I am grateful to have you in my life. And now, let us bring to mind a neutral person. This could be somebody that bagged our groceries or delivered our mail, somebody that we have seen maybe here or there, but don't really know that well. Maybe we don't even know their names. But perhaps they've done something that we're grateful for. Perhaps they provided us with a service that was of benefit to us. Or perhaps they just gave you a friendly smile. So we want to bring that person to our awareness. And we want to send them our loving kindness and our gratitude. Breathing in loving kindness and breathing out gratitude. As we say our metta prayer, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may your heart be filled with loving kindness. I am grateful to have you in my life. And now, let us bring to mind a difficult person, a challenging person, somebody in our personal lives, or perhaps a public or political figure that really gets under our skin. Whoever that person may be, perhaps it's difficult to muster up loving kindness or gratitude for this person. But perhaps there is something about this difficult person that has taught us a lesson, has allowed us to grow in a way that maybe we didn't think possible. Maybe they challenge our worldview, and maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe they push us to be our better selves, and that is certainly a good thing. So we reflect upon this difficult person with loving kindness and gratitude. Breathing in loving kindness and breathing out gratitude. And we give this blessing. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May your heart be filled with loving kindness. I am grateful to have you in my life. And now, let us bring our awareness to that of all life and sentient beings on this planet. As we cultivate our loving kindness, you can imagine the light of your heart radiating out from your home and reaching the people of your town and city, further expanding to your state and country. This light of love enveloping the entire planet and all living beings that dwell within. This loving kindness is beyond our meager selves. This loving kindness comes from the depths of the universe and is available to us all when we sit in non-judgmental awareness and let the light of this love come forth. And as we share this loving kindness with all beings, we breathe in loving kindness and we breathe out gratitude. Gratitude for life itself. And we send all sentient beings this blessing. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May your heart be filled with loving kindness. I am grateful to have you in my life. And as we begin to conclude our session today, I'd like to share with you a poem that I've written called Thanksgiving, to celebrate the connection with family and friends, to remember to give gratitude, and to not forget the sacrifices and blood that has been spilled on this land to bring about this time and this holiday, as we reflect and give thanks. A time to give thanks, to remember and reflect, to put aside our ranks, to come together and connect. Varying views and voices. We don't all have to agree. Diverse beliefs and choices make us a family. Time for gratitude. Reach across the aisle. We don't need another feud to sow division and defile. Blood of our ancestors, blood-stained land. The wound that festers needs a healing hand. Pass around the bread and pass around respect. Connect the heart and head. This course we will correct. While past ships delivered colonizers and slaves, we the people can consider to awaken from our graves. Break the shackles of the past to live in the present. Fear and hatred will not last, for it is not our essence. We are one family. The science tells us so. Overcoming tragedy, but still so far to go. Celebrate the harvest. There is enough for you and me, lighting up the darkness until we're all free. Free from the ego, free from greed, justice for all people, equality our creed. Time to say thank you. Time to remember what is right, to honor what is true, transforming darkness into light. I am thankful for the moon. I am thankful for the sun. I am thankful for you and what we will become. Namaste.
Hey friends, Dustin here. If you enjoyed that session, go in the description below and click the sign up link to get on my mailing list for future sessions like this, the first and third Wednesday of every month. I hope to see you there. Click the register so that I can email you the Zoom info to join these sessions in real time. Thank you so much.